It is 1:56 PM Thursday, March 20th, 2026. LanaLove here. Just hanging out, and reminding everybody to dream, dream. Live your dreams now. Live your dreams now. I went and grabbed my tarot cards. Look what I found. I made this out of old candle tea votive or tea light. I like to take things that turn into trash or recycling and make something useful out of it. I thought this could be a cute little refrigerator magnet. What do you think? Oh, and in the center of that, it's actually a seasoning that had a bunch of different things, and I glued it into the center of this. First, I put some tin foil in there and I colored it. Anyway, just playing. Lana Love here playing. This was a gift from one of the cat owners that I sat for in Nashville, I think. And a little panda bear. Wow. My cards are in here. And, ooh, this is a deck that I started with, the Tarot of Transformation. And this is the one we're going to go with. This is the one we're going to go with. The Tarot of Transformation. I had a deck before this. This isn't my original deck. And I can't remember what happened to it. I think I lost it. Yeah, I ended up losing them. And then these cards aren't even as nice. The very first printing of these cards were the best. I wish I still had. Whoa, those original. That just flew all the way over there. So that's the card. Oh my gosh. I'm also audio recording this and I just saw 222 on the audio recorder. Wow. And can I pause this? This is brand new as of today. Substack Studio. So I'm trying it out. See what's going on. How do I don't think I can pause. So, one moment. I go grab that card and see what it is. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. I am liking this one. It is the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. Look at that image. The artwork in these cards is so beautiful. Sharing support. I just realized I just got done eating. Do I have food in my teeth? All right. I'd hate to go through a whole video and have food in my teeth, right? Just being real. Sharing support. I've been seeing and hearing and receiving readings about the fact that it's exactly 2 o'clock right now, and twos are about partnership, love, exactly 2 o'clock. Sharing support because it's now time on my journey for two. No more solo journeying. It's time to share support. I think there's energy and information in the artwork, and so that's why I'm holding it up so you can see this. She's able to lean on him for support and be naked and free and sing. Sing the songs. Oh my gosh. I'm seeing music notes in there, whether or not there are, because I know, well, this is a message for me. And I am so excited. And it might be a message for you if you're seeing this. sharing support. Six of Cups. Wow. Should we read it? Okay, I'm getting a yes. All right. Six of Cups. Is it at the beginning or near the end? Near the end. Here we go. Sharing support. In many decks, the Six of Cups signifies emotional pleasure, a flow of energy that is expansive and free. We take this as the ideal and look at how it is blocked. In particular, we consider the character strategy called burdened enduring. This is the strategy of soldiering through, enduring the tough times. Rather than make a serious effort to try to change things, it is just trying to keep up, hoping things will get better. There are many possible origins of this pattern. It could come from feelings of inadequacy, impotence, futility, or from the sense that we don't deserve more. It may also come from not recognizing our options. Sometimes this strategy is used to gain an indirect kind of power. For example, the victim's ploy for special treatment or the martyr's use of guilt. The martyr essentially says, "You get to be free and expansive and do all of these wonderful things because I'm providing all the support. I am sacrificing for you and you owe me." Rather than engender self respect, this strategy usually lends to resentment and envy. In the picture, two people are doing a form of movement. Oh, I picked up another card. I'm going to have to share that because I know that was not a mistake. Two people are doing a form of movement called contact improvisation. This is a spontaneous interactive method of dance in which participants take turns acting as physical supports for their partners who lean, balance, and roll over them. It is a free exchange that involves staying connected to your own impulses at the same time you are connected with others. This is a potent symbol for this card because improvisation is a totally fluid system where the roles constantly change. Sometimes you are on the top, sometimes on the bottom. Sometimes partners lean equally against each other, and sometimes they do their own thing. When playing out the burdened, enduring strategy, you are stuck on the bottom. You don't feel support for your expansion. We're not talking about emotional or material support from other people, but the larger support of life. You don't feel like you have the opportunities or perhaps the inner resources that are needed. There are several ways to begin releasing this pattern. You can stop adapting to situations that aren't healthy for you by saying things like, "I can have more than this," or "I don't have to put up with this." You can quit taking responsibility for others and stop taking on the weight of the world. You can have fun. When you get this card in a reading, ask yourself if there's a situation you are enduring. Although sometimes waiting is the only thing or the wisest thing you can do, it can also come from not seeing the alternatives. Is there an appropriate action you can take? If you are feeling burdened, ask yourself what can help. Do you need time for play or other nurturing contact and activities? Are you taking on more responsibility than you need to? Here is an opportunity to practice the use of healing affirmations. Affirmations work in several ways, and one is to evoke whatever beliefs and self images block you from fully embracing a desired condition. For example, if you are working with the affirmation, "I deserve pleasure," it will tend to bring up parts of you that don't believe this. Yeah. It is important to address those parts and not simply cover over one set of beliefs with another. You want to discover what is objectively true. Usually, the beliefs you adopted as a child come from a child's logic and a child's way of thinking. The use of affirmations can help you clear out the dead wood and lay new foundations. If you tend toward the burdened, enduring approach, you might identify what the central issue is and create an affirmation to work with. Here are some examples. I have the power to change this situation. I am now receiving what I need to feel supported. I can be free and adventuresome. I value my own expansion. There's always time for play. It might even be fun to try to it might even be fun to try a contact improvisation class and practice sharing support. Wow. All right. So, anybody watching this might apply for you. Who knows? And look what I grabbed when I grabbed this card to show you. I grabbed another card, the Cosmos card, the Cosmos card, the multidimensional universe. And I keep talking about lately how I am living a multidimensional life. And I'm doing it consciously, knowingly. And it is so much fun as I learn more and more about living multidimensionally. So let me go ahead and share this one too, because I know it's important. Number 21, it's a major arcana card, the Cosmos. And in the traditional tarot, oh, normally it would say what it is here. Anyway, those of you who know tarot, you know. Maybe it'll even say in here. Okay, the Cosmos, number 21, the multidimensional universe. Traditionally, card 21 is called the world or the universe. And you got to check out this artwork. Let me see if there we go. It is so beautiful. If I can get the lighting, I'm out on the back patio. Isn't that, I mean, again, the other card, sharing support. Look, we've got more. It feels like support. Look, there's man and woman. I'm telling you, I've been feeling my partner about ready to show up. And I feel like this is validation. Okay, I just got a gut tug, so I know it's validation. Yes. All right, so let me go ahead and read this. All right, check out the art because it is amazing. And I know there are codes in there, so allow yourself to just stare into the art and let it move you. Let it bring whatever it wants to bring up in you, even if it's emotions or feelings or thoughts, memories. Number 21, the cosmos, the multidimensional universe. Traditionally, card 21 is called the world. There we go, the world or the universe. We're using the world cosmos with a K as it was used by the Pythagoreans and resurrected by transpersonal theorist Ken Wilber to signify the universe in all its dimensions: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual. As the last card in the major arcana, the cosmos signifies the end of the journey. Woo! Yeah, the end of the solo journey for me. All of the previous stations of this pilgrimage have been visited, and their meanings have, on some level, been integrated. All the preceding pieces come together as one functioning whole, now operating at a higher level. Ooh, that's exactly how I feel. Whether this whole is the cosmos, the planet, or the individual, the synergy of elements leads to a new radiance, a new level of consciousness and being. At this highest level of consciousness, nothing is excluded. Multidimensional, right? Multidimensional living. All the earlier levels are enfolded within it, and yet it exceeds them all. I keep checking to make sure the lighting looks okay on this card. To reach this wholeness, you must heal the various splits in your psyche, your relationships, and with your larger environment. You can heal the psyche by accepting and integrating all of the disowned parts and balancing the various polarities. The gifts of the child are integrated with the functional capacities of the adult, the feminine with the masculine, the unconscious with the conscious. You learn to accept a wide range of feelings and not be dominated by any of them. By bringing together your various experiences, you create a more objective knowledge of who you are. You stop subduing yourself and learn to shine. Wow, I'm telling you, this is reflecting where I currently am right now. As part of this process, you must come back to the body, integrating body and mind so that you're not ignoring large chunks of your experience. You don't ignore it, for example, when your mind tries to whitewash deeper feelings arising in your body. I don't. I let them come up. I cry. And you probably heard it if you've been listening to my audio recordings. As part of the process, you must come back to the body, integrating body and mind so that you're not ignoring large chunks of your experience. You don't ignore it. For example, when your mind tries to whitewash deeper feelings arising in your body. You don't want to ignore the needs and the impulses of the body, but you don't want to be controlled by them either. In healing your relationships, you learn to ask for what you need while at the same time honoring the needs of others. You develop healthy boundaries that are flexible and can be dropped in the right circumstances. You let go of your masks and become more authentic. Healing your relationship with a larger environment includes society and nature. As your self interest expands to include others, you develop a concern for the whole. You move from dominating nature to co creative partnership. You also heal the split between spirit and matter, learning to see the sacred in all life. With this healing, or wholing, consciousness deepens and expands until the greater whole becomes conscious of itself. And notice that shift in terminology. Instead of saying that we're healing, because that can imply that you're sick, the duality of it, say that you're wholing, because we are all moving to wholeness, to becoming all of who you are, who we are, who I am. So with this healing or wholing, consciousness deepens and expands until the greater whole becomes conscious of itself. This card represents a collective awakening of consciousness and the actualization of spiritual life on earth. On the card, two people are coming together. Two people come together with the earth and other life forms to celebrate the ascension of consciousness. The top half of the picture to celebrate the ascension of consciousness. The top half of the picture is a mandala, a form found in many cultures. The general shape is that of a circle. Mandalas are often used to represent spiritual harmony or personal wholeness. This particular mandala contains symbols from the world's various wisdom traditions, representing an inclusiveness and wholeness in terms of spiritual expression, as well as a temporal wholeness. Past and present become one, just as the various faith communities are one. In the picture, the flame of spiritual aspiration rises up and is met by an offer of help from angels, guides, and ascended masters. The new life that follows is represented by the image of the baby, right down there, way in the bottom. Old and new come together in a moment outside of time. When you draw or drawn to this card, it indicates that you are having or capable of having glimpses of this more integrated state of consciousness. Although it is not always possible to sustain such glimpses, they can inspire you and remind you of a fuller state that you can eventually embody and live. This is the time to feed this inspiration. Whereas the opportunities presented by other cards speak of one or another aspect of life, this card represents the challenge to simultaneously be aware of every aspect of life. It is not enough just to work on intuition and be sloppy in how one functions in the material plane. You must bring it into alignment. You must bring it all into alignment: body, mind, emotions, work, relationships, the various spiritual aspects, and make them all part of one radiant whole. The card is an invitation to become conscious of the many levels of this multidimensional universe. On a more practical note, drawing this card is an opportunity to ask yourself, where am I not whole? Where is my awareness cut off? You may wish to meditate on symbols of wholeness, perhaps using this card as one. You might also ask how you can more fully integrate your spirituality with your daily life. How can you make it one seamless whole? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So we've got sharing support came out first, and the cosmos, the world card was sitting on the top. 6 of cups and the world, the cosmos. I think I'll go ahead and end this here. Thanks for joining me. And hey, this was fun, so maybe I'll do more of it. If you liked it, let me know in the comments. Thanks. You be you and live your dreams now.